Hello people and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be watching how things are actually made. First up, we're going to be watching how McDonald's french fries are actually made. I am really curious on how they make their french fries, so anyway, let's watch.
There are plenty of people out there who would argue that McDonald's world-famous fries are the best thing to come out of the Golden Arches. But how did they actually end up on your tray or in that drive-thru bag? Let's find out. McDonald's decided to share all about how their famous fries are made after years of people asking if they used some sort of potato goo to get the process started. Well, there's no goo here. According to McDonald's, their world-famous fries start with whole, fresh-from-the-ground potatoes grown on U.S. farms. The potatoes McDonald's uses are so ideal for their famous fries that they weren't willing to stray from them a few years ago and move to another option. When J.R. Simplot engineered the Innate potato, a variety that would bruise less and release fewer compounds when fried, a McDonald's spokesperson said they had no intention of switching to the GMO product. They said, "McDonald's USA does not source GMO potatoes, nor do we have current plans to change our sourcing practice. Long live the real potato." McDonald's serves up a very specific shape of fry, and that comes from the way the potatoes are cut. The potato cutting machine looks like a giant wood chipper shooting potatoes into high-pressure water knives at 60 to 70 miles per hour. One McDonald's factory employee on Reddit went even further to describe the machine's incredible strength, making it sound, well, terrifying. They said, quote, "Somebody stepped in a water waste flume once and got sucked under and almost drowned. Someone passing by had to pull him out."
So they just said somebody accidentally stepped into the, water waste fume and got stuck under and almost drowned. Oh, that's crazy. Oh wow, that's just crazy.
This wasn't a flume where fries go, but it still has water moving about the same speed. For the flumes that carry product, just imagine a few hundred pounds of fries every minute going by at lightning speed.
Mary, Mother of God!
If you look closely at McDonald's
What was that about?
ingredient list for their fries, you'll notice a few ingredients that definitely aren't potatoes. Two of those, dextrose and sodium acid pyrophosphate, are added at the factory, essentially giving the cut potatoes a nice chemical bath. There's no need to worry though. According to Healthline, dextrose is a simple sugar made from corn, which is often used as a sweetener. The Center for Science in the Public Interest says sodium acid pyrophosphate actually reduces the levels of acrylamide, a carcinogen present when potatoes are fried, so there might be some chemical additions we should be applauding. As an added bonus, they also help keep those fries a delicious golden color, no matter where in the world you order them. Once the fries are cut and bathed, they're partially fried at the factory to speed up the cooking process later on once they arrive in stores. According to one McDonald's factory employee's AMA on Reddit, the processing is all part of setting the store up for success. Uncooked food is harder to manage bacteria growth. It's also easier if the restaurants can just reheat than actually cook. The fries then travel about 50 yards through a flash freezer tunnel to complete the process, which is crucial for their uniform appearance.
So they, get the chopped up fries and deep fry them first, and then freeze them?
And storage. One of the most unique additives you'll see listed among McDonald's French fries ingredients is their, quote, natural beef flavor. Yes, you heard that correctly, natural beef flavor. And we owe it to that added beef flavor for not being able to put those beautiful French fries down. Years ago, McDonald's used to fry their French fries in beef fat, and it just became part of their signature flavor. According to NPR, the company switched to a vegetable oil base to quell concerns about saturated fat, but still incorporated essence of beef until vegetarian groups protested. Today,
So before, they used, beef flavoring to flavor the fries, and then they switched to, vegetable oil? Is what she's saying? Huh. I never knew that.
McDonald's continues to mimic that flavor with the help of their natural beef flavor containing hydrolyzed wheat and hydrolyzed milk, which makes it safe for vegetarians, but not vegans. During service, especially during busy times, fries are made pretty much constantly. When it's time to put a fry basket down, the fries are actually designed to cook within 3 minutes, all thanks to the preparation beforehand in the factory. At one time, McDonald's used a partially hydrogenated oil for their fries until they completely switched over in 2008 to eliminate trans fats. They spent 7 years on the hunt for a replacement, testing 18 different types of oils before they ultimately decided on Clear Valley High Oleic canola oil, which allowed McDonald's to fry in an oil with no trans fats and the lowest saturated fat content of any of the vegetable oils. According to McDonald's, they've figured out the ideal amount of salt for their fries based on their customers. In answering one of their FAQs on the McDonald's UK website asking about why McDonald's fries have so much salt on them, they responded by explaining, "Extensive research has shown that the majority of McDonald's consumers prefer a light sprinkling of salt on their French fries. A typical serving of a small portion of French fries contains 0.5 grams of salt. With that standard, that puts a small order of fries serving up to 160 milligrams of sodium and large with 350 milligrams of sodium. Compared to your daily recommended amount of sodium of around 1,500 milligrams, that's not outrageous after all, is it?" McDonald's Canada took to their website to answer the many questions their customers have about their food, and one popular topic was how long fries sit in the heat tray before they are finally discarded. Corporate told one inquirer, "The longest amount of time we'll keep our world-famous fries before serving them to you is 7 minutes, but their popularity means they're usually on your tray and in your mouth much faster than that."
No, sorry, mate. 5-second
I
rule.
thought it was a 10-second rule.
It's definitely 5 seconds.
7?
Righto, 7.
6 and 7.
Time's up.
And what about the thing where customers think they're pulling one over on Mickey D's by asking for fries with no salt just to get a fresh batch? According to another crew member on Reddit, all you need to do in order to get fresh fries is ask. Did you know that you can simply ask for fresh fries if that's what you wanted? They'll actually most likely be newer than asking for no salt. But if you do ask for fresh fries, be sure to remember they will take a few more minutes than normal. One employee told Reddit it takes about 3.5 minutes to complete the order. And that's actually not long at all to wait for that box of golden deliciousness. Check out one of our newest videos right here.
So that's how they actually make McDonald's French fries. That's pretty cool. Okay, so next we're gonna be watching how hot dogs are actually made. Y'all ready? Let's dive right on in.
Traditional hot dogs are made from a mix of pork, beef, and chicken.
So hot dogs are made of a mixture of beef, pork, and chicken. I never knew that.
The
That's
cuts
crazy.
they start with are called trimmings, pieces of meat left over from cutting steaks or pork chops. The trimmings are ground the same way butchers chop up hamburger meat, by pushing the cuts through grated metal plates. Processed chicken trimmings are added to the ground meat, followed by food starch, salt, and other flavorings. These flavorings vary depending on where the hot dogs are to be sold, because people in different regions have different tastes. Water is sprayed into the mix, and everything is blended.
Why does it look like that? Oh, that's nasty. I have now officially been traumatized.
Corn syrup adds a dash of sweetness. The addition of even more water helps to disperse the ingredients and make the hot dogs juicier. Another machine then purees the meat batter into a fine emulsion
what?
and back.
Oh, that's nasty. Why did it look like that?
Vacuums out
that's
any air.
so gross.
Long rolls of cellulose tubing are loaded into the stuffing machine. It pumps the meat puree into these casings, twisting it every 5 1/4 inches, the length of one hot dog. It takes just 35 seconds to make a chain of hot dogs that would span a soccer field twice. Then, 3 of those hot dog chains are linked together to make an even longer string, and they're loaded several at a time into another machine which drapes the hot dogs onto moving racks. The process is carefully timed so that a twist always lands on the bar. The racks shunt the hot dogs through a liquid smoke shower, then into an oven with several cooking zones. The liquid smoke seeps through the casing and adds flavor to the dogs as they bake. Hot out of the oven, these franks are drenched in cold, salty water to chill them in preparation for packaging.
Okay, so he's saying that they come out of the oven really, really hot, and then they drench them in cold salt water. Pretty cool.
The hot dogs then file down to an unloading zone. Here, a machine pulls them off the bars onto a conveyor. Then, the hot dogs slide off the conveyor into metal containers. If you've been wondering about those black stripes on the casings, all is about to be revealed. The stripe is a marker attached to the casing. The absence of a black stripe means the hot dog is cooked and ready for packaging. Inside the peeler machine, a tiny knife slits each casing along the top. Then, steamy air blows the casings right off the dogs. This machine peels 700 hot dogs a minute.
700 hot dogs a minute? Oh, wow. That's pretty quick.
An inspector makes sure the casing has been completely removed and that there are no defects in the dogs. Then, it's into a device that looks like a plastic bicycle chain. The sprockets position the hot dogs for packaging. This factory manufactures an incredible 300,000 hot dogs an hour. That's close to
300,000 hot dogs an hour. Wow. All right. Let's
2.5 million per shift.
2.5 million per work shift. So let's just say you're going to work one day and then you come home from work having 2 million hot dogs that you worked on that whole day. 2 million hot dogs per day, that's crazy.
They really do churn them out like sausages. Fire up the grill and a mouth-watering meal is just minutes away.
Alright guys, we got one more how it's made video. Alright, next we're going to be watching how chocolate is actually made. Alright, so here we got how chocolate is actually made. Y'all ready to watch this? This is the last one. Alright, let's do this. So they use cocoa beans, and then they remove the outer shell, and then put them in this grinder, which makes it into like chocolate syrup. Oh, wow, that's cool. An ad. Oh, it's over. Well, never mind. I will see you guys in the next one. And, well, yeah, I guess I'll just see you in the next one. See ya. Like and subscribe.